Okay. So today our topic will be events notification through schedule job through business rule. We'll check this. What are these events? What are these notifications? See, we have a schedule jobs concept. Like we have already seen schedule reports. What is schedule report? To trigger a report based on your client requirement on particular time zone, on particular time and date. Okay, we can schedule it like how we schedule the birthday wishes. We have this option, right? At sharp 12, it has to deliver a video or a message. Likewise, we can also here schedule the reports or a jobs. Okay, so schedule jobs is also a very important concept we have in service now. Usually, it is used on the server side logics like business rules, workflows, uh, like the UI actions and all, we can use it. And schedule job purely works as a server side logic. Okay, events are also part of it. Event is nothing but to send the notification. We need certain events. Okay, I'll show you why events in service now. So schedule jobs are automated piece of work that can be performed at a specific time or on a recurring schedule. You can automate following kind of tasks. That means with the you can automate the following things what they have mentioned here. Automatically generate and distribute a report. Automatically generate and schedule a entity of records such as incident, change, configuration item. To automatically generate and schedule a entity of record such as incident, change item, configuration item from a template, run schedule jobs from scripts or business rules. So we'll also be seeing this scheduling at the end of month. See, my manager sees every month on the first and at the uh, end of month he needed reports. On the first, he has to know how many priority one reports are generated. By the end of the month, the total number of priority one reports are generated. So for all 12 months in a year, I have to do this without a miss. And to be frank, we are occupied with our own works, right? And sitting and collecting all this information and pasting them in one Excel or something. These are really time wasting things. So you can directly schedule a report giving your conditions, and it will only take the data from the table, whatever you mention, and it will share the report to the manager or whoever is looking for. Okay. So schedule report is used for this, and you have different states like ready, running, queued, errors, schedule job errors. Okay, so I'll give you this link. You can go through it. I'll use documentation, so I'm making you guys also follow the same. So events are indication in service now that something notable has occurred. Events can be generated by server-side scripts. That means these events are also purely server-side. Schedule jobs also server-side. Business rules, workflows, these are all comes under server-side. Okay. Workflow, service now processes or by user actions such as impersonating a user, logging in into any system, viewing a record, modifying a record. So all these actions you can actually achieve it with the events. Events, each event in event, we will have an event registry, guys. From there, you'll be creating this event, and this event queues and not an action unless logic is created to respond to the event. Nothing happens without an event after it is generated. Responses can be email notification or script action. So usually we'll be using this event in the email notification. This is the one of the important point to remember. Script actions you'll not be using much, but email notification, yes. So event, as I told you, there will be event registry from where we'll be creating these events. Okay, event is generated, event is queued, response to the event, and in event you have to give param 1, param 2 information. So I'll share this link also. So firstly, where we can create an event, how to schedule a schedule job, and how to create a notification. We'll cover all these topics. So you can just type events, and under event system policy, you have a events and a registry. So from here you can create a new one. Okay, let's fix an event. Sys event underscore register is the backend name of this event table. So for event, you have to follow this naming pattern usually. Firstly, we'll take a scenario for what we will be creating the events. So on the list, you want to do it on instant table or a program table, you can decide. State is closed and this um, okay. Maybe resolve will take. There are no records. Let's close any of the three incidents. Oh, okay, I'll work on problem form, guys. There is something going on this instant form. So from the list. Or maybe created active instance item. Create any problem record to get the data. I'll create 1, 2 records and I will apply that filter condition. We'll change the view. It is on ITSM based. No? To assign to person, we'll send. Okay, we'll assign it to someone. So I just selected access. Program manager. Save it. Let's schedule docs. Problem manager ATF. So yeah. Now let's apply this filter condition. I can see two records what I have created. So now problem. This is the event. To open the events, just type events again. Under the system policy, you'll find registry, and from here you can create a new event. So you have to give a name for our event. This is very important. Problem assess notification. So I'm just giving it like as per requirement. I'm just giving it. Use dots here. So on what table you want to trigger it, you have to select the table name. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So here I want it on the problem table. So I have given the same fired by using schedule jobs method. I'm doing it. So I'll just give schedule jobs as fired by and to trigger the notification to the sign to users. Caller access and all will not be selected. Schedule is creating event is very simple. You have to give a name, select the table, using which method you are going to fire it. Like for your reference, you'll be giving it. Is it running by business rules or schedule jobs or any script action? It will be easy for you to understand. That's the reason we'll give it here. Now my event is ready. I'll just keep it assigned. My job is to create a schedule job now. Schedule job. In the system definition, you'll be finding it. So here, few of the existing schedules are already being shared. So there are many, almost 353. Now to create a new one, just click on new. Automate, generate and distribute a report. Automatically generate something, a change, a instant or a CI from a template. Like you want to run the schedule job by a template or by a report or by a script. Usually we'll be going with the third option. So I'm just using the same. So you have to give a name, problem, assign to research. Yeah, what notify. This is the schedule job name I'm providing. Make sure it is active and we want to give the conditions, right? Whatever the conditions here we have, that has to be given here. So you can select the conditions. For schedule job types, the required and enter time, you have option to enter an associative time zone. If no time zone is selected, the job will run at the enter time in the time zone of the user who entered the time. If user's system, the time zone is selected, the enter time will run in the time zone of the instance running this job. That means here we have a time zone wise, I'll tell you. We have options like triggering the schedule job daily. If you want to do it daily, you can just define that time, like hours, minutes, and seconds. If it is weekly, you have to select the date. Is it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Okay, you can try it monthly. Again, on what date you want to send it? Is it on 30 or 31st? And uh, coming here, you have periodically, like for 10 days at this many hours you want to send it. Okay, it is once. That means just now you want to, like, for once you want to send it. On demand means it will trigger immediately, and once will only generate once, but on demand will generate multiple times when you select on demand. That means at 9:30 I have selected, I have run the schedule, it will generate the notification. Again at 9:35 I run the schedule again, it will generate the notifications. That is the use of on demand, and at instant time it will be generating. So we'll also be using the same here. Apart from that, we have a business calendar start date, end date. So you can decide the dates here. Okay, because if I do it on demand only, you can see the result. And coming to monthly and all, you have time zone feed. So you have a different list of time zones that are there. So you can add your own time zone. Are you from Canada, Pacific, or are you from US? So even on profile, you have preferences. Here also you can see language and region. You can set the time zone of your system. Okay, so your PDI time zone can be adjusted here. That so you can schedule a time zone according to you and see whether no schedule job is working or not. Here you can use the date format here again. Under preference, you can use this. Okay, accessibility, show date and time formats, replace colors with patterns in charts and graphs, show all buttons without the need of hover. So without hovering, if you want to see all the buttons, you can reduce motion. So you have some options to do. You can enable them. Under preference, you have the settings. Okay. So now on demand, I'm going for on demand. It will not look for any time zone and all. And here I have to trigger this, uh, what they say, well, using cloud record only you can get the information, right? So on problem table we are doing it. We are going to add query. You can add encoded query because we have the same. Copy your query, sheet created on the suite, your dot query, gr dot next. So here, gs.event queue. This is the method we use to trigger the event. When someone asks you in the interviews, what is the method we use to trigger any event in ServiceNow? Even it is for script actions or notifications, event queue is the method we use. See, event queue will have a name. That means whatever the name that you have set for your event queue, record, like are you using any glide record or whatever that value. Here we are using gr as a glide record variable name. Parameter one, it has to be in strings, means single quotes. Param two, it has to be again in strings. And is there any queue? Okay, so here my notification, like event name is this. Without spaces, you have to copy it, comma, gr, and in param one, param two. I don't have any parameters, so I'm not sending anything. I'll just keep it empty. That is also fine. Okay, save it. So whenever you set on demand, there will be a button called execute now. That means it will be executed. Now my event is ready, schedule job is ready. Let's create a notification. Now, Access event email action. Yeah. So use notification to notify users about specific activity in ServiceNow, such as updates to incidents or a change request. Notification allows administrator to specify who to send, who will receive, what content is in notification. Like when to send, who will receive, what content will be there in the notification. These are the three sections. Okay, let's say problem assign to that notification. Allow me a minute. Hmm. So I just gave the problem assigned to notify and it is running on problem table. So you have to select the scene. Where will be the problem table? We are not triggering any using any category. Allow digest is nothing but it will see what it will digest. If you have a multiple emails to summarize them and if it has one, you can use this allow digest. Notification can be sent if the specified conditions are met under the following circumstances. So we have three methods. Record is inserted or updated, event is fired, and triggered. So triggered we will be using on flows and all. Events through events will be using it, and record is inserted or updated. So if the already existing inserted is updated, a notification will be sent. If a new incident is created, a notification will be sent. That is what record inserted or updated. And now we are working with uh, event is fired, so we'll be using the same and triggered. See, we have flow action. We are going to do it. So here you have to select your event name, problem assess. I think yes, problem assess notify. Yes. Access notify assign to. So you have to select the right one, and if you have any specific conditions, you can also specify those. Now, who will receive? I want to receive the notification, and let's add some users again here. Maybe Viva and user fields like assign to user has to receive the notification, right? So you can select the assign to. Yes. If you want to select the assignment group also you can. If you have any group, you can select the group. You can leave it. Subscribable, you can subscribe to this notification to receive further information. And what it will contain. This is very important. So you can design your own notification. Let's say I want to send it to network group or some other group. So here you can write your content. Yes, notified. You can keep the backend in. Okay, we'll fill it. Here you can select the fields. You have this advantage. You have to send for dynamic users, right? Assign to. Fine. Remove that label name. This will be the backend name. Problem got. So you can select the problem number here actually. With short description. With short description. Short description. Okay, we'll have problem statement. We are on problem form, right? Yeah. Short description is, you can select anything like state, category. What all fields we have on a problem record, date, and impact. I think those are enough. Categories. Okay, let's fill the category also. So you have to select the state and all. Select state. Yeah, urgency and category will be on the top. Okay, so and just so I will just okay. Here also to you can just add the number. So why we are adding dollar? So for dynamic notification, it has to get the information. So short description will add it on the subject. So assign to okay, that is not required. Let's keep it. Save this. So creating notification is not a big task. You just have to decide when it should be triggered, like when a record is inserted or updated or event is fired or using any flow action trigger conditions you want to trigger it. After that, who has to receive the notification? See, event param 1, event param 2 will have. If you select this, you have to define that in the event queue. That's the only difference. Like you want to send assign to dot manager, you can give that information and select this fields. Coming to the third step, whatever the subject your client specifies, you have to give that. And even on notification, you have to fill this information. This is a HTML body. You have this select variables option. So you can also set some SMS alternate. So it's purely your call. Here you have the plain text for HTML and plain text. We'll be going with the HTML and plain text. If you want to include attachment, omit watermarks. Like if you are using any of the devices like OnePlus and all to click photos, it will show you clicked on OnePlus this model, right? Those are watermarks. So if you want to remove something, you can also just enable here and push message. Like we are not sending it as a message, we are doing it as a notification, so you need not to worry. So is it a high or low, you can decide. If you want to send to someone who is not part of your organization, you can specify their mail address also, like your mail address also, and reply to. You can also give them mail information and push messages. Like if you are using push from only, you can use this push messages. Okay, save it. After saving, you have this option to preview your mail, like how it looks to the end user. You can preview it, and if you want to correct something, you can also. So, see, I problem coordinator, the problem record with short description, drop sometimes, state is this, urgency is this, times and record. See, if you want, I'll just add some message like just for our confirmation. I name on the list. Okay. So it will be easy for you to identify. Now my event is created. I'll walk you through it. I have given this name problem.access.notify.assign to running on problem table using schedule jobs. We are going to trigger it. For my like information, I have just defined the description part. So by here, my event creation is done. Next, I have created is a schedule job. Where is this? I have given a name. Make sure that it is active. And if you are running any condition strings, just give conditions. So you'll have the scripting editor. You can write your conditions here. So as I want to see the result right away, I have used on demand method, and I'm not running any of the run script methods here. Okay. Um, and execute now. So if you execute now, it has to give us the notifications. Yes. It's no problem. Okay, we have two incidents, so we'll take the problem number and search it. Copy. You have to. Let's open both and see. See, problem.assess.notify.assign to. That means this is the event which I have created, and using the same, it has sent a notification. So you can preview it now. Hi, problem manager ATF is a person. So you can open that particular record. See, problem manager ATF. That means it has triggered properly. Whatever the short description you have given, and at 9 a.m. IST I have added. The state is set, the low urgency is 3 low, and the category is software. See, it has successfully sent notifications. Likewise for other record also. If you take 40009, open both. You can always double check with the event. See, this is notification engine process. This is out of the box. This is something we have created. See, using what notification again? Problem.assign to .notify. So here my notification name is problem.assign to .notify. You got it, guys? To Fred Lerdy, problem manager, Vivan, and Rishi. That means to the group we have selected, right? So to the users also it is been triggering, and you can see it has triggered 4 mails to the 4 users, and you can preview it. Is it clear?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir.
A minute, guys. So please practice this, and we'll discuss one more example now, or you want to practice this, because see, I don't want to confuse you guys. Or let's see one more example with business rules. Okay, I'll continue for 15 minutes with the interview questions. Is it okay? And tomorrow we'll see one more along with record producer. Is it fine, guys?
Okay, sure.
But please practice this schedule jobs and all. See, you can also try it with on demand. You can set some 5 minutes of difference of time zone. Maybe Lakshmi, you're from which time zone?
Yes,
Schedule jobs.
now the time is 10:15. 10:14.
10:14. Okay. What is our problem? We'll keep it daily. What is the time zone? Hello?
Central, US Central.
US Pacific, US Mountain, Arizona Central. Yeah. So what is the time?
10:15. 10:15 p.m.
15, right? So I'll give 10:17. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Save it. You have to let me know once it is 10:17 so that we'll see whether it has sent a notification or not. Maybe in 22 like this it takes, or 10 only takes. Like 24 hours time zone it follows, right? Hello.
Shreya.
Yeah, sorry, Lakshmi.
Asking something?
See, your time will be 24 hours only, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I modified it to 22. Now let's go to emails.
Not 24 hours and like 24 hours. You said 24 hours time zone now, but I said now the time only. I shared the time.
Okay, that is what see here. Central time is now it is showing me this.
Okay.
Los Angeles and all. So I'm using 22 as 10. Let's see. Okay. Six minutes ago, 6 minutes ago. Just now, if you see, just now it has sent. Let's open one. See, this is our notification. If you preview it, see, for 40010, and you can clearly see what is the time, because we have scheduled it. So based on the schedule, it will generate. You got it now, guys?
Shreya.
So please
Yes, sir.
try these methods. Okay. Yeah, we have 10 more minutes. Let's discuss something on catalogs or something. Okay. So what method to trigger a event, guys? gs.event queue. How many catalogs? How many types of catalogs are there in service now? Hello. Catalog items, record producers, order guides, and content items. What is the difference between variables and variable set? Or what is the advantage of variable sets?
It is reusable.
Yes. So to reduce the time to create any new catalog item and calling new variables, you can actually use the same catalog set, variable set on the catalog items. And you can also define a UI policy and a catalog client scripts on this variable sets. And this actions will be applied to whatever the catalog item you are going to create. Okay. So what is the difference between the standard UI policies and catalog UI policy, guys? So, and standard UI policies runs on a table. Catalog UI policies are executed on the catalog item or on a variable set. Okay. What are the three record structures of a record producer or a catalog item? What are those? Whenever you submit a record, you'll have a request number. In that request, what it happens again, that is treated as a top layer, guys. You can relate it to your order ID. Like if I order something from Amazon, I get an order ID, and I can track that. And once I just open the second layer, which is the requested item information, RITM. Okay, so there are individual items ordered. Like if I have ordered a mouse and a pen drive, I can see these details in the second layer. And the third layer, like which teams have cross-verified my items and how the delivery has happened. And using Flow, we will be connecting all this. Okay. So please practice on interview questions too. I'll share a few of the files. You can just get it. Okay.
Next day.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll be working on order guides and record producers and business rules. Okay. But I'll give you this recording and the notes also. Please work on schedule jobs without a mess. Yeah, I think I'll close this class for now. Thank you.